This is ABC7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Haley is on assignment tonight. Our top story, the final round for Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton as they face off tonight in Las Vegas for their third and last presidential debate. ABC's Lauren Leister is live in Las Vegas with a preview of what's at stake tonight. Lauren?
Good afternoon. The candidates are here in Vegas and the stakes are high heading into tonight. The latest national poll out today shows Clinton with a 9-point lead over Trump. For voters, this may be the last time we see the two of them together ahead of the election. The debate is set. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump out of sight, preparing for their Las Vegas showdown. But the antics among the candidates has already begun.
Tomorrow night's going to be interesting.
Trump inviting President Obama's half-brother Malik to be his guest. Malik lives mainly in Kenya and plans to vote for Trump. Clinton bringing Trump nemesis Mark Cuban and Republican defector Meg Whitman, both billionaires in her corner. Do the mind games work?
No, they don't work. I mean, it's a perfect place to do it is Las Vegas to have a stunt.
You're fired! On the Strip today, a wall of taco trucks protesting outside of Trump's hotel, playing off of Trump's immigration remarks. On stage tonight, sources tell ABC News the Republican candidate will be aggressive in his approach, similar to the last debate. Trump already criticizing Clinton's stamina.
Now she's home sleeping and I'm working, so that's the way. It's the way it's going to be in the White House, too.
Clinton has been off the trail in debate prep, but appearing in this new ad out today.
My vision of America is an America where everyone has a place.
Tonight, she's expected to take on Trump directly over his claims of a rigged election and the women who have come forward accusing him of sexual misconduct. Aides say she's also prepared to answer questions about hacked emails allegedly by WikiLeaks that have been released. And Trump, meanwhile, expected to ramp up attacks on her over her use of a private email server. Live in Las Vegas, I'm Lauren Lister, ABC News. Now back to you.
All right, Lauren, thank you. And you can watch the final presidential debate live right here on ABC7. It will start at 9 o'clock tonight. After the debate, we'll have a complete wrap-up and reaction on the memorable moments in our 11 o'clock newscast. The supervisor of elections in both Sarasota and Manatee counties taking extra precautions to make sure everything goes smoothly on Election Day. Both offices spent the day checking their machines to make sure they're working properly. All voting machines and tabulating equipment were tested for accuracy.
We're doing a public test of all of the equipment that's going to be fielded in the November 8th election, and by statute we test each and every piece of equipment.
Election officials say all of the equipment is running very smoothly. And as Election Day nears, Manatee County is implementing a ban on campaign signs on any county-owned property. That ban is now in effect, especially during the early voting period and on Election Day. Manatee County Supervisor of Elections Mike Bennett says he was recently informed about the new rule on signs. He was told by the county that this was implemented because of operational issues caused by excessive signs during elections.
What's happened is some of the people, when they put up their signs, they really don't think about the interference of those signs. So consequently, if you're driving a car trying to turn the corner, it might be blocking your view.
Bennett says this is the first time he can remember the county taking this type of action against political signs. And a reminder, early voting in Florida begins on Monday, October 24th. It will run until November 5th, and the general election takes place Tuesday, November 8th. Time now to get a check on our weather. A nice hot sunny day in the fall here on the Suncoast. Here's Bob with more.
Yeah, but fall not far away, Scott, as a cold front is on target to move on through and cool us down just in time for the weekend. 88 degrees right now, still pretty warm, but it's been nice out there because of that lower moisture content in the atmosphere. Winds out of the east-northeast today, and the pressure 29.95 inches. That's holding steady. High pressure continues to dominate the weather over much of the eastern seaboard. Not much rain there. There's some showers as a developing low pressure area develops over parts of the central U.S., which will eventually swing a cold front our way, the first real big one of the season. It's not going to drop things drastically as far as temperatures go, and we won't see much rainfall with it either because the air is just so dry out ahead of that actual front. Live sweep of the radar, not showing any rain around currently, and we are anticipating generally fair skies right through the 11 o'clock hour, and temperatures holding down into the mid-70s by 11 o'clock. And as far as the dry air content is concerned, you can see it covering much of the eastern Gulf of Mexico, and that's what's going to be in place before the arrival of that storm. It will stay breezy, however, due to a tropical system trying to develop east of the Bahamas and this frontal system approaching from the west. And those two factors will keep things a little bit on the breezy side. More on your weather forecast in just a few minutes. Scott.
All right, Bob, thank you. Manatee Sheriff's investigators are looking for the person who shot a teenager last night. Sheriff's deputies say a 17-year-old boy was shot around 11 o'clock along 24th Street West. He is expected to recover. At this time, no arrests have been made. Anyone with information should call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office or the county's Crime Stoppers Unit at 866-634-TIPS. In just about 5 months, the Sarasota County School District will welcome its new superintendent. The school board deciding to hire an internal candidate for the top job, Todd Bowden. And he has some big plans for the future of the school district. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo joins us now live with more on the new hire. Dwayne?
Well, good afternoon, Scott. Many of the students and faculty at Dr. Bowden's current school are happy with the board's decision to hire the veteran administrator. But some thought it was the wrong move.
It was just last month, Suncoast Technical College Director Dr. Todd Bowden gave Florida Lieutenant Governor a tour of his school. But starting March 1st, Bowden will have a new title, a title that board member Frank Kovach is happy with.
I think we made the right choice, and I look forward to him running the school district.
A few of his students as well.
I feel here with what he's done with this school. He's been very well organized and very well scheduled.
I speak for most of everyone here. I am happy for him that he got this new position.
The board's motion passed 4-1, with Chair Shirley Brown being the dissenting vote. Despite her dissent, Brown made a motion to make the vote unanimous as an act of solidarity. But her initial vote was for Brennan Asplin III, the superintendent for student services in St. Johns County.
To be able to have the academic assistant superintendent from the number one district in the state to come to Sarasota would have been wonderful.
Sarasota Classified Teachers Association President Pat Gardner agreed. She's extremely unhappy with the choice, saying the other candidates are more experienced. Also saying, I don't believe they ever had any intention of picking someone other than Bowden all along. They wasted everyone's time and turned their backs on Sarasota's teachers and students. With nearly 10 years with the district and a PhD in education, Bowden says he will learn from current superintendent Lori White, but already has plans for the district once he takes office.
But I firmly believe that elementary education is the foundation of our school district. We have a model that we've worked out at Alta Vista, and it's time to get that into all of our Title I elementary schools.
Bowden saying it's all about rallying the troops not only within the district, but the community as well.
It's in community organizations, it's with our foundations, it's with our private citizens, and to marshal that energy so that we know we're doing right by all of our students, that's a skill set that I've built over the years and something that I certainly will be leaning on as superintendent.
Now, Dr. Todd Bowden's contract will be discussed at the next board meeting, November 1st. Reporting in Sarasota, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Dwayne, thank you. A program that helps recently released inmates get back on their feet in Florida could be in jeopardy once again. Back in May, Bridges of America reached an agreement to continue operations in Manatee and Broward counties for at least 2 more years. Its facility in Manatee County is called Bradenton Bridge and serves as a transition and work release facility for female prison inmates. The president of Bridges of America says she was notified by the Florida Department of Corrections that its state contract will be rebid. That change could reallocate funds from the facilities to programs inside prisons and ultimately lead to closures. Bridges of America has filed a formal protest. Follow up now on where the new Venice Library may be built. In a letter to the Venice City Council, Assistant Sarasota County Administrator Mark Cunningham announced the new library will be built on the site of the old facility. Since that library closed in January over mold concerns, there have been questions about where Sarasota County would build a new one. The mayor of Venice has even brought up the idea of turning that old building into a community meeting center. But Sarasota County now plans to submit plans to the City of Venice's Technical Review Board for initial reviews next month. Still to come in your Suncoast News, making sure bears don't harm humans. A second bear hunt is not happening this year. What the state is now planning to do to better control the bear population. And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back. He'll have the full weather forecast, peek ahead to our weekend coming up. And then later in Health Smart, fitness devices put to the test. Which ones deliver more accurate workout information? We'll have that story coming up.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Siccome un angelo in terra per...
Sarasota Opera presents Donizetti's Don Pasquale. 6 performances from October 28th through November 13th. Reserve your tickets at sarasotaopera.org.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
13 Florida counties, 3 cities, and a trio of neighborhood associations are seeking state money to help reduce human-bear interactions. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is now reviewing $1.9 million in proposals, while $825,000 is available this year for bear-proofing measures. The commission voting against holding a bear hunt, instead focusing on non-lethal steps to manage the state's growing bear population. A 2015 hunt was controversial, but supporters have argued that hunting is one way to manage the bear population and human interactions with them. $325,000 was raised through sales of conserved wildlife license plates. The money requires local governments to match the state funds and to approve ordinances for the maintenance of trash.
If we can get a handle on garbage, bears are not going to have a reason to spend time in neighborhoods, and that's where the public safety hazard comes in. If they get used to us, they lose their fear, someone gets close and they can get hurt.
Commission expects to announce by mid-December which communities will receive that money. Time now to get check on our weather. I know everyone is anxiously awaiting the weekend.
Right. Now let's look at the calendar. You know, it's a little bit late, but normally we get a cold front mid-October, and it's been kind of a late season, too. You think about the tropics, and we had 2 major storms here in October, and another one on the way. Otto may be with us in the next couple of days. We'll talk more about Otto here in just a little bit. Here's the weather headlines. Tropical system developing. We just talked about that. Warm weather again on Thursday. High temperatures, yes, approaching that 90-degree mark, and we have a cold front on the way. As far as the current conditions go, a few clouds around there. You can see from the Van Ways webcam, just a nice day out there. Lots of sunshine, a few fair weather cumulus clouds at times, but overall a nice day. And looks like it will continue again tomorrow. No real threat of any significant rainfall. We have a few showers along the east coast and very, very dry air across the entire Gulf of Mexico. We showed you that earlier at the top of the newscast, and a close-up look at the radar picture not showing any rainfall around here. As I mentioned, a few showers off into the east coast. Well, Duet, 14-mile-an-hour wind out of the east right now, so anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour up and down the coast, which is a little high for this time of year. And you can see that again all the way down into Charlotte County. We have winds out of the northeast, and they'll stay rather brisk, too. That's one thing we are going to see, is that the winds will start to stay, will actually stay pretty strong right through the weekend as a result of that pressure gradient changing with the storm developing to the east and high pressure to the west. 88 degrees now currently at the airport. It's 62 on the dew point. Winds are out of the east-northeast at 8, and the pressure 29.95 inches, and that is holding steady. Temperatures statewide, 87 in Tallahassee. And 82 now in Orlando, 84 in Miami, 88 in Sarasota. The warm reading now along the coast, 88 in Bradenton, Sarasota, Venice, and the Gulf of Mexico. Temperature now back to 80. It's 86 in Arcadia, a little bit cooler in Sebring and Avon Park. Temperatures for highs tomorrow, again approaching the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Lots of sunshine around. Just a few clouds in the afternoon. The rain chance really 10% for a sprinkle or two, and that'll be mainly inland. Well, this system right here, it doesn't look all that impressive on the satellite imagery. It's not really a true tropical system, and it looks like it's going to take a while to generate because of that. So we're looking at it to possibly become a tropical or subtropical low in 2 days. In fact, the chances have increased to 60% for this to develop in the next 2 days, and 80% remains in the next 5 days. You can see the trough of low pressure, if you will, the rotation in a counterclockwise swirl right there east of the Bahamas. All this convection developing what appears to be a center, and if that center were to pop up, the good news is the same cold front we were just talking about is going to spare the United States from getting any kind of part of this storm for the most part, as it will move over the eastern United States and then push this thing out into the Atlantic, at least for much of the United States. As far as the forecast RPM model goes, you can see the spin and rotation right there, and then here comes the front. This is Friday at 5 o'clock, and you can see that frontal boundary right over north central Florida. That's the timing of it, and it will move through our area, looks like, late Friday night, early Saturday morning, and then behind it, those winds pick up out of the northwest and usher in some of the coolest air of the season thus far. But right now, dry conditions, northeasterly wind flow, keeping limited shower activity around the sun coast. Temperatures around the U.S., 77 warm in Boston, Philadelphia, 85 right now, and 47 in Rapid City. That colder air starting to gather now over the northern Rockies and northern Plain states. 89 in Dallas, and 90 now still in Houston. For boaters tomorrow, northeast winds 10 knots. Seas will be right around 2 feet. Now those winds and seas will pick up over the weekend, so keep that in mind if you plan on boating. The water temperature, as I mentioned, 80 degrees, 88 for area beaches, and the UV index will be high. The next low tide at 9:20, and the high tide will be at 2:45. Low tide at 11:28 tomorrow. Mostly fair, warm tonight, 69 for a low, and then tomorrow, sunshine, plenty of it, and just a few clouds, 87. North winds at 5 to 10. The extended forecast does call for breezy conditions, but cooler. Saturday and Sunday's high now, upper 70s, low temperatures in the low 60s, all the way through the weekend and into Monday. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. Right now, we see an accident in Manatee County that's on 68th Drive and 71st Street East. You may want to avoid that area as the cleanup goes on. Busy road in Bradenton will remain closed for a few more weeks. 44th Avenue East and 19th Street Court East will now be closed until November 14th. According to Manatee County, crews need more time to complete an improvement project at that intersection. In health news tonight, in the future, doctors may be able to monitor disease through implantable devices. Researchers at the MIT and Harvard Medical School have developed a stretchy, biocompatible optical fiber that aims to do just that. The fiber is made of hydrogel, an elastic, rubbery material composed mostly of water, and could bend and twist in a patient's body without breaking down. Researchers hope the fibers can deliver therapeutic pulses of light when it senses it's being stretched. The fibers could be embedded along the length of a patient's limb to monitor for signs of improving mobility, and could also be used to monitor tumors and inflammation. The U.S. Army and Tufts University are working together to learn more about how people think and respond under stress. The Center for Applied Brain and Cognitive Sciences opened Tuesday in Medford, Massachusetts. The research center aims to help soldiers and civilian first responders, such as firefighters. Scientists and engineers are figuring out how to measure, predict, and enhance people's cognitive capabilities so that they can better solve problems and remember information in high-stakes environments. Fitness trackers worn on the wrist are reportedly less accurate than a chest strap monitor at measuring your heart rate. A study in JAMA Cardiology found the devices often over or underestimate heart rate. Researchers also found wrist monitors are more accurate at rest than during exercise. Motion, light, and skin tone can all affect wrist monitor accuracy. Fitbit's clinical research partner says the results are not that bad, especially considering the wrist monitors are being compared to a research-grade device. Coming up, a boy comes home from school to find an intruder inside his home. What officers say the young man did right. And a high school senior fills some pretty big shoes, how he surprised a cheerleader with some unexpected support.
ABC7 is proud to present Line Dance Central. Now you can learn popular country and not-so-country line dances from the comfort of your own home. Just visit mysuncoast.com, click on Entertainment, and you'll be kicking up your boots or flip-flops in no time. Brought to you by the White Buffalo Saloon and Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
Christmas Tradition by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
The celebration is heating up and the prices just keep getting better during the Jeep Celebration event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of Jeep Grand Cherokees or get big savings on a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Compass for just $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dottoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
A scary surprise for a young boy in New Jersey who came face to face with an intruder inside his home. Surveillance video shows the man who police say was casing the house. But when the man walks out of frame, you see an 11-year-old boy walk inside the house, still carrying his backpack from school. He has no idea that a stranger is in the house until they make eye contact. Here comes the boy, and he'll go into that same room to the left. And then the boy makes a run for the door to get out of there.
Basically, then I immediately run out of the house. I see that my neighbor is driving by in her car, so I stop her, ask her for her help.
Absolutely, he did the right thing. He went and sought help, went to a neighbor, they summoned 911. I got to give him credit, thumbs up, did everything correct.
The man eventually comes back into view and leaves the way he got in, which was through the back of the house. He allegedly stole the 11-year-old's cell phone. The man was arrested and hasn't entered a plea, but police say he was sorry for putting the boy through all of this. Some people living on one Florida island did everything they could to save a 20-foot sperm whale that washed ashore, but unfortunately, it could not be saved. The whale calf beached itself yesterday at Gasparilla Marina. That's in Placida in Charlotte County. The baby whale was less than a year old and was in bad shape. A woman walking along the beach found it at low tide. She and a few others immediately sprang into action, calling Mote Marine Lab scientists and Florida Fish and Wildlife to try to save it. FWC says if you come across a beached whale, do not go near it or try to force it back into the water. Whales beach for a reason. Sperm whales are on the endangered species list. A baby raccoon is getting some TLC at the Venice Wildlife Center. One of the center's volunteers found the raccoon in a road with an injured leg, most likely hit by a car. The center posted this adorable photo on Facebook with the caption, "I'm just sitting over here on my satin sheets with my cast, waiting for my kibble and fruit bowl." After the little guy's leg is healed, he'll be introduced to cage mates and then released back into the wild when he's okay to be on his own. And a touching moment for a teenager and young girl in Texas. 9-year-old Addie Rodriguez's father is currently in service training in California. Because of his duties, he couldn't make her cheerleading performance. All of the fathers were asked to come out to the field and lift their daughters on their shoulders. A high school senior noticed Rodriguez's father was not there, so he ran down the bleachers to step in to help.
I just saw him run to me and said, "You can come on my shoulder."
And then I realized what he was doing, and my heart just melted. I mean, it was just the most beautiful thing.
I'm glad I could help make your day.
Addie's father is an airman who served in Afghanistan and in Iraq. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, $250,000 spent on one park in Venice. What's new and improved at the popular soccer fields at the Wellfield Park, and what other work is in store there.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.